Good morning, Deep East Texas, and welcome to the 936 Morning Brief for Thursday, May the 21st. The 936 Brief is brought to you by Commercial Bank of Texas, a community-focused bank that understands East Texas because they live and work here too. Whether you're financing a business, buying a home, or simply looking for a dependable hometown banking, Commercial Bank of Texas continues to invest in the communities it served, and it's been doing so for 125 years. So drop in, give them a call, or check them out on cbtx.com and see how they're celebrating their 125th anniversary in your neighborhood. And thank you for starting your day with us here at the 936 morning brief, where local news still matters. And if you've got a story idea, news tip, community event, or advertising question, I'd love to hear from you. You can reach out to me directly on my cell phone. It's area code 336-8040-348. My office number is 936-339-2355. That's extension 101. And you can email me anytime at gweatherby, that's GWEATHERBEE, at the936.com. And for advertising, you can reach out to Peggy Rains, and she can speak much more intelligently to that than I can. She's with the 936 at her cell phone is 936-635-0446. Her office is 936-339-2355, extension 103. And you can always reach out to us here on social media, and many of you do, and I appreciate that. The 5-day weather forecast is brought to you by Abel's Gaslight Pharmacy, serving generations of East Texas families with personal service, fast prescriptions, and the kind of hometown care the big chain pharmacies just can't match. Current conditions in Lufkin are cloudy. Actually, I see the sun starting to poke through a little bit with a temperature of 68, but it feels like 75 outside thanks to an exceptionally high humidity sitting at 96%. Winds are light out of the northeast around 4 miles per hour. A wet and unsettled weather pattern is going to stay locked in over us through the region through Memorial Day, through the Memorial Day weekend. Bringing daily chances of showers and thunderstorms across deep East Texas. Here's your 5-day forecast. Today will be cloudy skies most of the day with some isolated showers, thunderstorms developing late in the afternoon and this evening with the high of around 79, a low of around 67. Tomorrow, as we close out the work week, and head into the long weekend for Memorial Day. Temperatures will climb into the 80s, excuse me, with heavy humidity continuing. Light rain scattered. Evening showers are expected, and a high of 84 and a low of 66. Saturday looks to be the wettest day of the forecast period, with widespread heavy thunderstorms likely throughout the afternoon and evening hours. High will be 78 and the low will be around 67. And Sunday, a tropical style rainfall continues with humid conditions, sticky all around, and the high was going to reach 85 and periods of steady rain throughout the day. So for the weekend, and then Monday is for Memorial Day. Very muggy conditions continues. We'll see continued temperature push toward the upper 80s, almost approaching 90 degrees. Scattered thunderstorms remain likely throughout the afternoon. And keep an eye on the forecast through the weekend, because some of these storms could produce some localized heavy rainfall. And, we always look for flooding and stuff like that when that happens. And this is especially true on Saturday and Sunday as we head into the weekend. Local headlines are brought to you by Lufkin Jewelry on the Square downtown. A downtown Lufkin staple known for custom jewelry, engagement rings, repairs, customer service, and that's built to last, and relationships across East Texas for decades. The top stories this morning at the 936: residents across East Texas are learning that city councils handle public comments very differently depending on where you live. While some cities allow residents to address virtually any issue during meetings, others, including Lufkin, restrict comments to only items appearing on the posted agenda. You can read more on that story on East Texas cities take different approaches to public comments at city council meetings, and that was brought about by several meetings lately where people have showed up to talk about something that wasn't on the agenda and they weren't allowed to speak. So wanted to educate people on how exactly that process works. Another developing story focuses on growing opposition to a proposed AI data center near Lufkin. Christina Perez has emerged as one of the leading organizers of a public pushback effort as concerns continue to grow over water, environmental impact, and the government oversight tied to the proposed development. And questions surrounding Home Rule Authority, ETJ, or extraterritorial jurisdiction powers can even recall provisions and take center stage. ET powers and even recall provisions took center stage during Monday night's Lufkin City Council meeting. That was Tuesday night, actually, and challenged the city leadership over the proposed AI data center project and the city's role in development outside the city limits. You can read all of those stories and much more at the936.com. Local sports this morning are brought to you by Carpets by Curiosity, helping East Texas homeowners and businesses upgrade their space with quality flooring, professional installation, and hometown service you can trust. The Huntington Red Devils opened up their playoff series in strong fashion Wednesday night, knocking off the Orangeville Bobcats 3-0 in Huntsville to take a Game 1 lead of that best-of-3 series. And the Centerville Bulldogs are preparing for a Class A Region 3 finals this Saturday night against Union Hill. That game is scheduled for 7:30 at Rusk High School. Our pro sports roundup this morning is brought to you by Carpets by Curiosity, helping East Texans move better, recover faster, and feel healthier through assisted stretching, mobility training, and personalized wellness programs. In the NBA, my San Antonio Spurs took it on the chin last night in Oklahoma City, losing 122-113. Wednesday night in Oklahoma City, despite a monster performance, another one by Wembanyama, who finished with 21 points and 17 rebounds and 4 blocks. The series shifts back to San Antonio Friday night at the Frostbank Center. I believe that game is at 8:30. And, if you'd, as a Spurs fan, if you'd have told me we were going into Oklahoma City and we were going to leave out of there after 2 games, tied 1-1, going into Game 3, coming back to San Antonio, I would have taken that. So, still looking good for the Spurs. In Major League Baseball, the Houston Astros dropped a 4-1 decision Wednesday to the Minnesota Twins and now prepare for a weekend series against the Chicago Cubs at Wrigley Field beginning Friday afternoon. And the Rangers edged the Colorado Rockies 5-4 Wednesday. It's 2 wins in a row for the Rangers, and now head west for a matchup with the Los Angeles Angels beginning Friday night in Anaheim. So that is your morning brief for the Thursday edition. Thanks to our sponsors, Commercial Bank of Texas, Abel's Gaslight Pharmacy, Lufkin Jewelry on the Square, Carpets by Curiosity, and Stretch Society Studio. I'm Greg Weatherby. Have a great Thursday. Stay weather aware, and we will see you guys tomorrow morning. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.